Sarah, head of client onboarding at Trustworthy Solutions, a rising star in the corporate service provider world, prided herself on her diligence. But a new client, Global Exports LLC, was setting off alarm bells. The first red flag in our scenario is the opaque ownership. Global Exports registration documents were deliberately complex, masking the true beneficiaries behind a web of shell companies and tax havens. Sarah, despite multiple attempts, couldn't pinpoint the actual individuals in control.
The second red flag in our scenario is the unusually high turnover. Global Exports requested a high volume of transactions, far exceeding the usual for their declared import-export business. The amounts involved were also inconsistent, with sudden spikes and dips.
The third red flag in our scenario is the vague business description. Their stated business, general trading, was suspiciously broad. Requests for specific product information were met with vague answers and shifting explanations. Global Exports requested a high volume of transactions, far exceeding the usual for their declared import-export business. The amounts involved were also inconsistent, with sudden spikes and dips.
The last red flag is pressure and unusual urgency. Mr. Smith, the supposed representative for Global Exports, constantly pressured Sarah to expedite transactions, often offering large bonus payments for swift processing. He became increasingly agitated when Sarah insisted on standard due diligence procedures.
The end of the story. Sarah, troubled by these red flags, decided to investigate further. She discovered news articles linking Mr. Smith to a known smuggling ring. Her worst fears confirmed, she alerted the authorities. The aftermath. Global Exports LLC vanished overnight, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Sarah's vigilance, however, earned Trustworthy Solutions a reputation for integrity and prevented them from being complicit in a potential money laundering scheme. This story highlights common red flags for money laundering and terrorist financing. Obscured ownership and control. Unusual transaction patterns. Inconsistent business activity. Pressure tactics and unusual urgency. Links to high-risk jurisdictions or individuals.